I have no idea what happened. So let's go ahead and go to our video capture real quick. See if it works. Should work. All right. Okay. Whew. We're golden. All right, let's go ahead and get back into the group. I do apologize. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I do apologize, everyone that's watching the stream right now. That yeah, I have no idea what happened. Someone just all of a sudden just like freaked out and everything just like spazzed out. So I don't know what exactly happened, but we are back.
I blame your dog.
But yeah, you know what? It wasn't Coda this time, so yeah, just for that, you're gonna take 5 damage.
For that betrayal, you're taking 5+ damage.
And yeah, so about that. Oh, yo, look,
when you guys put meta damage, can I take it
Right. Right.
You'll also find Will and let's just say a contract.
Silver.
People, question.
Yes.
Where's Plague?
I'm vibing.
Plague is by Darren.
Oh, what the heck?
What the heck?
Why am I here?
What the heck?
Get up.
I don't have. Why am I with Pika?
Don't you hate?
It just be like that.
Alright.
Without Viren alone, he'll kill me.
Alright. Rayla, we were on you. So you're gonna go ahead and do your swing. You take out a few people with you through the process.
You said 5?
Yes, sir. All right. Pika, Darren, your turn.
Okay,
And
where
Arjun.
is that guy?
In front of you.
They're right in front of you, dude. Look at the map.
Around you.
Okay, because my screen for the above BTT is 24, so
That's what happened with me. I had to reboot it. So, but it's there. Yeah, right in front of you. Well, they're about, I would say about 75 feet away from me.
no, it's so far away. Well, I just run up the 30 feet that I can. Wait. I trade down my standard to another move and I move 60 feet.
Okay, so what are you doing? Whose mic is working right now?
That's not me, but
Oh.
I cannot see my character.
That's because you're right next to him.
Where? Oh, I see me. I'm very low. Why am I all the way down there? Oh,
Because you're with Pika.
that's cringe.
Okay. We'll go ahead and go to you, Mr. Oregon. While we're waiting. We're gonna go to you.
Alright,
You
I'm
wanna-
gonna sound really dumb, but I'm attacking the side to my left or right?
You want to attack to your left, because that's the one that's in front of you.
Gotcha. Alright. Could I try and just see how many times I could swing and break their legs as I run through it? I'm curious to see how many times I could swing circles. And then just try and break their legs while I run and hit. Why did everyone go quiet?
I'm here. Okay, so you want to do what?
I kind of just want to run through them, but I want to try and hit their legs and like break them as I run through.
Okay. So you want to try to swing and get as many as you can.
Yeah, like swing and do all that, yeah.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and roll for damage.
Alright, let me do that for you real quick. Oh, I'm on the wrong person. Hold on. I'm with the wrong character. There we go. I'm with the right character now. Alright. You said strength? Bullets. Bullets.
Sorry, I'm trusting some of that.
Alright, so yes, strength then?
Yes, it's a strength.
I had a 6. My dice hate me again.
Well, you hit them.
Yeah. Not a lot.
Okay.
I hit him.
You do hit them. As you hit them, you knock a few of them back. So these ones, you aren't able to kill them, but you do knock them back a little bit like that. Okay.
Nice.
Pika, you back?
He texted.
We're gonna stand to another move to move 60 feet.
Yeah, I'm just trying to put my DTT to work.
That's fine. Okay. Rayla, we are on to you, Miss Rayla. Actually, correction, we're on Eris because we're back on the top. Eris, what are you doing?
How far are the ballistics from me?
They're not close enough. They're farther back.
Yes, but how far? Total?
They're pretty far back. You're not gonna be able to hit them.
Not even if I move up.
Nope.
All right, how far are the enemies from? Okay, so I'm one move right.
You can engage. You can engage the foot soldiers, but you're too far away. And also because of the fact that they're mobile, so they can move pretty quickly.
Okay, so how far can I move up?
You can move up to either here or here or there.
I'd like to move. Why? What the?
There.
I would like to move up over
Okay.
here. And I will cast my favorite cantrip.
Denied.
Wait, what? No, oh no, that's not how that works.
Takes on damage.
Well, damn, bro. Not gonna lie. Damn.
Yeah, we'll admit I missed.
Counter spell.
I am going to
Counter
cast,
spell.
Oh, you're trying to counterspell it?
Counter spell.
I think the...
You know what? I'm going to say this. I'm going to use Discord Whisper.
All right. Go ahead. Counter spell. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
What the hell do I have to roll?
I'm just kidding. For you're using the whisper one.
Yes.
Let's take a look here. Spells. Sorry, whisper. 60 feet. Wisdom saving throws 14. Let's see if they make it. What was that? Is that 18? No, it's 2. Okay. There's one that doesn't make it. He makes it. So there's one that makes it. There's another one that doesn't make it. Another one that doesn't make it. Another one doesn't make it. And the last one makes it. He makes it. All right, so you only hit 1, 2, 3, 4.
4?
Only 4.
Okay, let me roll damage. That is 7 damage that they all take.
Okay. Okay. All right. We're gonna move back down to Rayla. What are you gonna do?
Alright, let's see if I can take care of these 3 guys and start going towards that thing. Just like the last 3 guys in the general area we're at.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and roll damage. Is it tight?
That's 11 slashing
Okay.
and 3 radiant.
Okay. All right.
And then I run the rest of the way I can towards that artillery.
Okay. The artillery units nearest Eris and Rayla, noticing that their line has broken, moves back and pulls off.
Good, they're retreating. But they can't retreat as fast as someone running after them.
Yep.
The evaporate into air.
Wait, what?
Does that make it better?
What?
So they evaporate into air.
Oh.
Does that make it better?
Oh, they're elemental.
They are elementals, and you just realized that.
No, I had assumptions with the character token.
Did
Yes.
they evaporate, retreat, or evaporate their leaving?
Evaporate, retreat.
forever now?
Okay. Zug, Orgain and Biga.
I breathe.
Come again.
Huh?
Gain and Pika, so in other words, play Pika. Burn and...
You're up. What do you want to do?
Where? Moms, what?
It's your turn. What do you want to do?
Oh, okay. I want to try and do my same thing again because I feel
Okay.
like being cool.
Okay, so you move close. Okay, go ahead.
Huh? Strength check. Gotcha. Hold on. Roll. I got a 12.
Okay. Roll damage.
Gotcha. 20.
That was a strength check.
Yeah,
What's your
20, I
damage?
got
What's your
20.
damage? We're not doing a strength check. You're doing a regular roll for damage.
Oh, I'm stupid. Hold on.
You rolled a strength check. Try again.
Get it.
You gotta click the weapon that you're attacking with if you're attacking with a weapon. Like, on your sheet.
If you're not attacking with a weapon, then it's just D20. Right? No.
Correct.
Okay.
Are you doing unarmed or a slashing attack?
Slashing.
Okay.
Roll with my weapon.
You don't even have your weapon attached. Hold on.
I don't. God dang. Alright, I guess unarmed strike then.
Hold on. Hold on. Nope, hold on. I got you. Do you have your battle axe? Is that what you have?
Yes. So do I roll again or?
No, hold on a second.
Okay.
You roll 21 damage.
Ooh.
Okay. You come in and you just tell you what.
Domination.
See all these guys
Domination.
right in front of you.
Domination.
Okay.
We get it.
Pika, what are you doing?
Where to kill somebody?
You wanna kill stuff?
What else am I supposed to do?
Kill people? So?
Exactly. She knows what's up.
Roll. Roll.
You rolled
Alright.
the battle axe.
Do that. No, that was Oregon. I want Pika to roll.
Oh.
Can I take out my other longsword and put away my shield? Or is that what kind of action?
I will let you do that, but I'm gonna have that be an action.
Kind of action.
It's just I'm gonna have it be an action. Because an action is essentially an action.
It's so mean though.
But I'm so right.
Pretty sure if you had only done one or the other, it would have been fine, but
Yeah. So
Fine, I'll pull out. I will put away my shield and pull out my other longsword.
okay. And what are you gonna do?
But, can't really see, but I'm just going to assume there's like a decent amount of people in front of me, right?
I guess.
Yes.
Well, I
The besides him, everyone else's enemies in front of me.
Okay, well, go to the nearest, like, big group of enemies, because I still have my movement.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my breath weapon on all of them.
Okay. Go ahead.
Either of you.
You me do it for you. Got it.
I take, like, a minute. A year, you know.
I got it right here if you want me to just go and do it.
So let's roll. Spin on that 6. Let's go.
Okay. All right. So you get.
I got a 6 and a 4. How did I get a 2 and a 3?
All right. So you do that damage. At this point, the hold on here. I want.
Like,
Yeah.
almost done.
Yep, I know. I'm finishing up here in just a second.
What happens at 10?
Your parents?
What about my parents?
They told you to do that at 10.
No. They never said that. And where did you
All
get
right,
that?
hold on a second, guys. Hold on. Sorry, give me a second. Coffee. All right, so at this point, what happens is that you guys have been fighting, and come on. Sorry, I'm waiting for something to finish up real quick. Come on. I know. Hold on a second, guys. There it goes. All right. All right. You guys have been fighting for a while, and pretty soon what happens afterwards, the entities in front of you start to disappear. Of the certain kind of trolls, so on and so forth, they start to disappear from all around you. At this point in time, what happens is, oh, don't freak out on me now. The battle sounds from around you start to die down in the distance. Sorry, it's not wanting to communicate with me. Fire burning in the background. You hear the sounds of men groaning as they lay on the field. The men that fought with you fall back to the castle to help with the dead. And you three are left on the field covered with death, or you four are covered on the field covered with death all around you. What do you do?
When they left, did we see which way they went?
No, they kind of just disappeared.
Yeah.
I see them running straight forward.
They weren't running, they just disappeared.
Oh, I was talking about our allies.
Yeah, allies are gone. Allies are away from where you are. You gotta remember, if you look at the map that I sent you, you're fighting over by the town of Daggerfell, and they're clear over by Alwyn, on the base of the hill by Alwyn on the path. They're not even anywhere near you.
Oh.
They're not even near you. All right.
Should we regroup with the rest of our group, or?
We don't know where they are, do we?
I think you guys.
You have a general idea of what direction they headed into.
I have some hunches.
Would we be able to get there in a time that matters?
Well, it's better than leaving the two idiots to die.
Hey, bullets.
I know. I'm finishing it up.
Okay.
What did they run off for?
No, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about my flames.
We'll get there.
You know how mentally unstable the princess is.
Yeah, and that's why you were there.
She wasn't going to listen to me this time.
Oh my god.
I'm liking the role playing. Keep it up.
Even if I tried grabbing her, I felt like she was going to stab me.
So what? If she's stabbing you, she's not running off into a blade.
I am more scared of your hugs than I am of her.
I'm scared of your
Which
hugs.
do you
I'm
think-
sorry. I'm sorry. You're scared of his what?
His what?
His hugs.
The character doesn't know that yet.
Oh yeah, DM missed that. Well, you were AFK.
You were not here for that one.
I'm not sure if I want to be here for that part now.
I sent you the link that I showed you the video.
That video. That's what. Oh my gosh. That's your relationship? That's your. Oh, Lord have mercy on your soul.
Now you understand?
All right.
Yep.
I feel sorry for you, Rana. Feel sorry for you.
No. That is what's going to happen if he hugs me.
No. He's the one that's the sane one. You're the insane one. All right, moving forward from where we are. So you have a general idea of where they're headed to. You don't know exactly where they are, but you have a general idea of where they're headed to. What do you do?
I think we should head and stop the before they do something stupid. Because we have no clue what ahead.
Alright, I guess we should get going.
All right.
And
You guys
besides,
walk
I
off.
couldn't leave the
Idiots.
You guys walk off and you head towards in the direction of Alwan. For those of you who are on the stream, I'm gonna pull up the map again for you, just so that everyone can see it. We're gonna go here and then here, and then make sure it's showing up correctly on here. It is perfect.
I feel like Moby's going to give Curly a hug.
Scarlet, it's been so long.
Breaks back.
All right, so for those of you who are watching my stream, the map is on now, so you guys can see the map. Karothia is now behind you. Daggerfell is also behind you. You guys have made your way out over toward past the hills and into the dead forest, the dead woods of Alwan. Miss Scarlet and Miss Echo and Mr. Zugar. You are doing your thing. And at this point in time, where is it? You start to see from a distance, you start to see the rest of the group. Rayla, Oregon, and the others start making their way towards you. You can see them from a distance. They start to move forward towards your direction, and then from behind them comes a guard. A guard that runs past them and comes up to you, Miss Scarlet.
That's so fast, boy.
At this time, the guard looks at you and he goes, "This is Scarlet. Correction, Queen Scarlet. I have some grave news about your mother." She's not on the field of battle anymore. But we have resources and scouts that have told us that they've found her. She's not doing too well. She's been hit by dark magic. And it's starting to consume her spirit. There's not much we can do.
I understand. Is she near, or is she back in Corothea?
We took her back to Corothea for her protection and safety. Daggerfell is still not out of the woods yet. But we feel that Corothea is going to be safe. We're going to be transporting over to Ithron here soon. It's the capital of the, just so you guys remember, Ithron is the capital city for the Elvish region. She's going to be taken to Irathron. And it's pronounced Irathlon. So it's Irathlone. Irathron. Like alone, but Irathlon. Yep, Ithron. But it has more of a R, like a rolling sound to it. Ithron. Is being taken there. The elves that are in Corothea right now don't think that she's gonna make it. Her spirit's in danger.
Okay, I'm saying this out of character. This is gonna sound really dumb. Is it possible that she could run back there? But if there's not enough time, there's not enough time. I had a bit of a thought going off of that.
Theoretically, yes. Like you want Scarlet to run back there.
Yeah, with Khaleesi, yes.
Yes, you can. I don't know if you're gonna make it in time before they transition her over to Ithron, but you can at least run to Corothea. Yes.
Okay, because I have a thought afterwards. If it works out, I have a thought. Kind of to go off base of what I DM'd you earlier. Okay, I think it's better that we go back if possible. Do you think we'll have enough time?
It's too soon to say at this point. I don't know. But if there's anything that you need to do before she goes, now would be the time.
Okay, I will follow you, guard, and I'll bring Khaleesi with me as well.
Okay.
For comfort, if that's okay with you.
By all means, Your Majesty, you're queen. You can do as you wish. At this point, Echo and the rest of the group, you see Miss Scarlet, Queen Scarlet, run after the guard. Joyce and Kiara close by. What do you do?
I want to do my flamey.
Then go do your flamey away from people.
I told you I wandered off before we switched.
Go do your flamey.
Okay, I wandered
Oh
off
my
and I
god,
go
are
do my
you
flamey.
burning down
You blow
forest?
up stuff and it
It's
doesn't
already-
really work out well you want to.
Listen, it's already burned here, so it's the best place for me to do it. And what happened?
You do it and nothing really magically happens because there's no fuel. It's all dead. It's all dead fuel. It doesn't burn or anything.
Not gonna lie,
You
that's
fire at a tree and it just goes boom, and that's all it does.
Alright, can I put down rope on the ground and try to shoot at that?
I mean, you can put rope down, but rope and fire, I mean, how big's the rope?
The rope, I believe it's like 20 feet.
Okay, that's not what I'm asking. How long, how big is the rope?
Are we able to see this idiot starting fires?
You can see her trying to start fires, yes.
It's Hampton rope, so I don't. It's
Do we need to tie her up again?
no bullets. I need help. Bullets, I need help. I don't know how to check.
All right, your rope is not big enough to where it's going to be able to cause a lot of damage. However, you do find it. However, hold on. I will say that you do find an old abandoned home. It's kind of burnt. You fire a bolt at it, and it burns. Doesn't burn at full strength as you would want to. Shut up. It doesn't burn as much as you would like to. It's definitely something where you're still learning out how to control everything else like that, but you at least have a general idea of how it works. Abby?
Yep,
That
and
house
then I'm
belongs
gonna,
to someone.
and then I'm just gonna head after Scarlet.
As much as I love to have Scarlet, pretty good. I'd like to talk to Rayla real quick.
Okay, you're gonna talk to Rayla. Go ahead.
So Rayla, question.
Yes.
Is it possible, maybe even a small chance you could heal me? Cause I don't know, your boy ain't looking so hot on 11 HP.
I have a little bit.
Yeah, because
but
they kind of ran away.
I used most of it on Scarlet's mother.
I have healing.
Shit, bruh. Okay.
Language.
Hold on. When he says that, I'm going to just slap him on the back saying, "You'll be fine."
Okay, you do that.
That was where the blood was.
Zugar, what do you want to do? He just comes up and slaps you on the back.
Needed damage.
Question, does it hit a wound?
Yes.
Oh, you okay? You know what?
I'm just gonna use my arms to separate you two.
Oh.
You
I like how
look-
there's like sad. You know what? No, we gotta play the right music for this. We've gotta play the right music for this. Okay, we're playing sad music here, and it's like not even going the right way. So we're gonna play the right music. Okay. All right. So.
Yes.
All right. So
Yes.
Or the me village.
at this point,
You
Zugar.
do know that red on other people probably means blood, right?
It does?
Yes. Just because you can't see yours doesn't mean it doesn't hurt.
Just see Zugar just shakily getting up.
I put my hand on his shoulder, lean in close and whisper, "Would you like me to demonstrate?"
Going from you, no.
I mean, they're controlling it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not doing anything. They're just doing their own thing. So I'm just providing them the music for it.
Well, there's only one thing I can do. I just need to find where's a corpse at?
Speaking of which,
I thought you were a parrot, not a vulture.
I am a
Speaking of
crow, you fool!
I would like to search some of the corpses for anything worth value, like information or money or stuff like that.
You're searching the crows on the field?
No, the corpses.
The crows, my family!
The
Dead
corpses?
bodies.
Where at? On the battlefield?
You know what I
Yes.
do?
You're not even on the battlefield.
Oh, we left.
Yes, you went to
Yeah,
try
we
to.
left to go catch up to the idiots.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, Moby, there's one of the idiots.
I ran off. I ran off again.
I already saw you setting fire to someone's house.
Yeah, and then I ran after Scarlet.
You're just like, okay,
Say
we're
that.
gonna do a little bit of arson, then run off real quick.
Yep.
Wait, are there houses?
I
No,
burned
there
it.
was just
Back.
one.
I
We're getting a
burned it.
muzzle.
I don't. It wasn't from my mouth.
Can I
Then we're
investigate
getting
the
some more
house?
manacles.
Hmm.
Want to
I
go in
know.
the house?
Do we have anything that can stop her from setting things on fire?
Oh, it's easy. Cuff their hands.
I mean, if I
Bullets.
hit her hard enough, she's not going to.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, you can also.
All right, all
Yeah.
right, all right.
Cutting off the hand.
All right.
That
At
is
this
true,
point-
but she needs
at
those
this
to cast
point,
spells that we
Guard
like.
comes back up, tells you, "Hey, you're needed at the castle in Crothia. Let's get move on."
Bullets, it's big.
Alright.
What
Huh?
about the kid that ran off and doesn't know about any of this?
I already ran off to the castle. I was just following
What'd you say,
Scarlet.
Echo?
It is bedtime.
Give me a second. We'll be wrapping up here in just a second. I promise. All right.
Wait,
So
can
at
we go
this
in the
point,
house?
we're gonna switch back over to Miss Scarlet and Thois and Kiara and Khaleesi. The rest of you are
I
still
haven't
far.
gotten any money out of this.
You guys are behind them. They're in Crothia right now. You're still out in the middle of nowhere, picking on Echo because she's burning things. So,
I mean, if we were going to pick someone to pick on, we might as well pick someone who has a reason for it.
all right. So, and within Crothia, and we're gonna wrap up with this here. And then those of you who are able to still join us, we're gonna do a recap afterwards as well. So, for those of you who are here, let's see, is it this one? Yeah. All right.
Speaking of which,
So,
sorry.
yes,
Did we level up after the battle, or
we'll get to there in just a second. Okay.
okay?
All right. So, Miss Scarlet,
Hmm?
you and Thois and Kiara and Khaleesi make it back into the town of Crothia. You see a somber sight. She passed the battlefield going into it. You see bodies laid upon the ground of the battlefield. You see bodies scouring or just laid upon the field. Moaning from the ground, men crawling, trying to get up, trying to find the strength. And as you get to the city walls of Crothia, you see the wounded making their way inside to the town. Banners of green and gold, tattered, lay upon the ground. As you realize Daggerfall was not where the fight was supposed to happen, but instead Crothia took the blunt of the force of the battle. As you make your way towards the town inside the city walls, you start to see bodies being carried away from battlements from the walls. And they move you quickly into the town, into the main town center, and finally into the castle walls, where you finally enter in and you see the bodies of major people that you've known. The druid leader is on the ground. Your mother. And most importantly, the king of Crothia lays on the floor in front of you. Banners of purple and gold on the ground. Banners of orange or of gold or amber and green now lay on the floor, covering the bodies. Your mother is breathing as light. The dark magic that is now consuming her is moving at a rapid pace. You see a magical spirit mage person working on your mother, frantically yelling at other people, "We need to move her. We need to get her to Ithron. They know how to fix this. They can do stuff. They can make it better. But we've got to move fast." They load her onto horseback, and they continue to carry her forward out of the gates on the back side, and they move forward to their throne. And as you look upon the walls and you hear the echoes of crying and tearing and the screaming noises of women and of fathers who've lost children, their sons, their daughters, their loved ones, their brothers, sisters, fathers and mothers, grandparents. Crothia, this once beautiful, magnificent, wonderful town, is now in ruins, and is now to the point where you can't even recognize it. The only way that you can recognize it is from the tattered banners that line the city walls. At this point, you and Thois are sitting in the hallway, and Thois puts his arm around you. And tells you, "We will get through this. We will get through this." Kiara moves her way up towards Khaleesi. Puts her head underneath Khaleesi's head to rest her head on it. At this point in time, Echo, Rayla, and the rest of the group, you make your way to Crothia, and you now realize the same sight that both Thois and Scarlet have just realized. Daggerfall was never the target for Lord Baron. Crothia was. Rayla, Eris, Echo, as you make your way up towards the battlements on the city walls and look out towards Euleron to the north, you come upon a gruesome sight. Bodies by the thousands line the battlefield. Walls destroyed along the north side of the town. Banners of green and amber lay upon the battlefield. However, there's no gold and white, no purple and amber, no red, white, or black upon the battlefield. Only gold and amber. Or green and amber. You've realized that you had this all wrong. Daggerfall was never it. Daggerfall was never the main object. But instead, you were deceived by Lord Baron himself. We're gonna switch over to Echo, Eris, Zugar, and them. What are you guys doing as you stand on the city walls, looking to the north?
We need to help any survivors.
Looking for things to steal.
And
Where's the money? They want money.
oh God.
I need your money.
Where's the nearest town guard? I want to strip him of his armor.
Okay.
I mean, anyone who would pay
Alright.
us die, so.
So in all seriousness, though, what do you guys do?
Well, you know. New guy just looks at it, breathes in, breathes out. He takes out his dagger, and it's like, then he just looks at it in a certain way. Then he says, "To be honest, this whole time, it was just a dagger. This whole thing, just waiting to stab us in the back. If only I realized it sooner."
I look off into the distance with them anime vibes, with a cape that I got out of nowhere and wind flowing from God knows where, being all cool.
Okay. Rayla, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna look over the guy with the flowing capes, grab it and take it off, and think now's not the time.
Now's not the time to be anime. We need to be. Well, actually, I don't.
I think right now what we should try to do is just help out any survivors.
That seems like a good start.
While you guys are doing that,
Right now, my size. I mean, they're not gonna use it now.
while you guys are doing that, Echo, who's played by Deadleaf, she had to go to bed. But however, I know how she plays, so I'm gonna play for her for the last little bit. Looks over at you all, and she goes, "We were wrong. We were so wrong. Daggerfell was never supposed to be his main objective. As Crothia." And she runs out over to yes, Curly. She runs over to the Great Hall. She finds Scarlet. And she just stands from a distance and watches. Scarlet, we're gonna switch over to you. What do you do?
So she isn't in front of her mom?
Her mother was just taken to Erothrone.
Okay, so she didn't make it. Okay, I just wanted to confirm that. So
Thois has his arm around you. Kiara has Khaleesi's head held underneath on top of her head. And Echo is standing from a distance. You don't know Echo's standing from a distance, but Echo's standing from a distance watching you.
Is there any rooms nearby? Like from the Great Hall?
Yes, there's a couple of rooms close by. It's going to be to the northeast side of the building. The only problem is that the few of them are pretty beat up because majority of the attack happened from the north of Crothia, which is where the main assault was taking place.
Yeah, because I'm asking, is it like stable enough to walk in, kind of thing,
Yes. Yes.
or? Okay. So Scarlet shoves, like holds, like oh my gosh, Thois's hand, pushes it off of her shoulder, gives him a glare, and then just walks away from him and does what I DM'd you. And she doesn't say anything to Thois. She just walks away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Echo. You see this happen. Well, Echo sees this happen as she walks forward. And she says to Thois, "Is she okay?" Thois goes, "No. She's not." She's looking for the dark magic. He looks over at Lois looks over at Echo and states, she's looking for the dark magic. Same dark magic that her uncle now possesses. It will destroy her. Just like it did him. Lois walks off. Khaleesi, is she with you?
Yeah, I'll say she follows.
Okay.
But she's not like as defensive or like rude kind of upset with
So Khaleesi kind of just follows from a distance and stands at the doorway as you start to harness this dark magic that you felt. Echo, or not Echo, but Zugar, Rayla, Darn, and Eris. You all of a sudden see from behind you, Scarlet, you're the one doing this, okay?
Okay.
You all of a sudden see this dark, purplish tunnel of light shoot straight up into the air from the castle wall behind you. You hear the sounds of the crackling noise as it shoots up. Scarlet, you don't know this is what they see, but Thois and Echo run into the room to where you are. Rayla, Zugar, Darren and Eris, what do you guys want to do?
We should probably.
No. Go. We need to stop that.
Yeah.
You all run into the room,
Ooh, there's a room.
and you see the lights coming from a room. You see Thois and Echo standing
You
at the
did say
doorway.
there was a room.
There is a room. It's kind of destroyed, but there is a room.
They're
And
not-
you see, shut up. You see this purple light. Now, Scarlet, this is what they see. They see your body suspended in air. They see the power of the dark magic overcoming and taking you over. You have no sense of it. You feel pain. You feel anger. You feel emptiness. As this
Knock her
power.
out.
Hold on a second. Just so that everyone understands what you see right now. But yes, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. You can try to do that. But the rest of you see her suspended in the air, light shooting out from her as she starts to overcome or this power of darkness is channeled in, and she is now absorbing this dark magic. You want to try to throw something at her? Is that what you're trying to do?
Well, I mean, just want to knock her out. Why is she floating in the air, bro? Someone catch her. like-
I feel like she's going to deal more damage to the city than what's already happened.
Yeah, bro. Okay. Hold her down. I'll knock her out with a good one too. Alright.
So as you try to move forward, you're pushed back by the wall that's created around her. You're not able to approach her. This tunnel it's like a tunnel cylinder around her. You're not able to penetrate the wall.
I throw a table at her.
Huh?
Wait. Can I punch the wall?
Does the table get thrown back?
Yes.
Wait, okay. Anna, I think you know what I'm thinking.
Yes, I throw you at the thing.
Fine.
You get flown back to the wall.
Yeah.
I need you to take 5 damage.
I want to try something. I want to try to.
Thois finally chimes in. Enough.
Can I throw a table?
Oh my god.
The rest of you
Okay. Is there
guard the
anything I can
doorway.
throw
Guard
at
the
her?
doorway and do not.
stuff until she stops.
Thois interjects and says, "Guard the doorway and don't let anyone else in."
Alright, you know what? That seems like a good idea.
Right,
So
random
Thois-
DS, go.
All of a sudden, you see Thois. His wings expand out from behind him as a giant light is thrown out from him. Eyes begin to light.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No. No. Kiara bites your hand before you can throw it. No, Prana, no. I'm gonna mute.
Oh
I'm gonna
my God.
mute. I'm not gonna look at the. I'm not gonna look at the chat anymore.
Wow.
So
When you
Thois,
write this part of the book,
Thois,
make sure you do it that I grab one of the Dragonborn and throw him at her.
Boys, there's an invisible barrier. Break
So-
it down for me.
so Thois gets into celestial
I'm
form.
just going to drag both of them out.
Curly,
Mm.
you start to see darkness around you. You hear the voice of Lord Baron inside your head telling you, yes, yes, channel the power. Channel the dark power. From a distance, you hear Scarlet. Scarlet, no. Don't. No. And you see the face of your mother. All of a sudden. Now, all the rest of you see this image of Thois and Scarlet in the air. As Thois is trying to battle this dark entity, trying to help overcome the darkness that has now consumed Scarlet. Scarlet, what are you doing?
I say to Lord Baron, hold on, let me get this in a good place. Lord Baron, I will use this dark magic, but not for your uses. I wanted to see what this power you were describing. I don't understand why none of you decided to not explain it to me properly what this was. I'm gonna use it for good still, despite the fact that it is dark magic. I'm only gonna harness it to kill you, because you didn't want to join me, which is, unless you would like to still.
Somebody's salty.
So as you are doing this, you hear the voice of your mother tell you, Scarlet, it's not that we didn't want you to learn it. It's not that we didn't want you to understand it. You still have much to learn. Much to learn about the power. You must use it for good. It's too soon, my child. Too soon. Do not let him win. Come back to me.
Is it possible I could kind of use the dark magic on the curse part to kind of, I guess feel that connection, so to speak? If that makes sense?
Between what? Between the dark power and your ability to harness it?
Yeah. With the mark that, Baron left.
I'm gonna say, hold on, let me take a look at something real quick and see. Let me take a look at your character real quick, sheet real quick. I'm gonna say do a religion check, but do it with no, I'm gonna have you do an arcana check. I need you to do an arcana check, but I need you to do it with disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And let's roll twice and then take the lowest.
Correct. Roll twice, take the lowest.
That's a big frickin' difference.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a 4.
No, and then the first one was 21.
I know, and it's a +2, so you got 19. That's a good roll too. That sucks. But the reason why I'm saying disadvantage is because of the fact that you're encased in this dark magic. You're still trying to understand it. You don't fully understand the dark magic quite yet. As you try to dive more and more and more, finally you start to feel a sharp pain running down your back, and you reel up in pain, and your mother tells you again, come back, Scarlet. Do not go to the darkness. Come back to me.
must understand though why Lord Baron is asking. I mean, I understand why he's asking because he wants me to join him, obviously. But this might be the only way I can connect to him and to bring him back. If I need to make this huge sacrifice, I may have to. Maybe if I consume myself with it and hopefully learn to control it, maybe there won't be another war.
As you do this, Rayla and the rest of you, you see Thois encircling around. I hope you know I'm not reading the messages at all, so I'm not going to read any of them until after this session's over.
You'll get a good laugh out of it.
Has the wall gone down yet?
No, it has not gone down yet.
But I will say this: I hope your character's prepared to give us an explanation.
So what happens is...
Oh yeah, she'll definitely be able to give an explanation while she's unconscious.
No. Voice.
All right. So as you are doing this, you see Thois start to glow even more and more and start to inch closer and closer and closer to Scarlet, breaking through the barrier piece by piece. Scarlet, your mother is still talking to you, trying to get you to understand this magic is very dangerous and very deadly if you do not understand how to harness it. Lord Baron continues to taunt you in your head as you try to understand how to grasp and understand the power of this dark magic. As he tries to continue to pull you away from your mother and from the light, you start to get to the point where you're so exhausted. Finally, Thois is able to reach you, grabs you, and his wings curl around you as to protect you as you both fall to the ground, and this light beam again falls from the air. Khaleesi comes over to your side and licks you on the face. And Kiara comes over. Scarlet, you wake up exhausted, drained, tired, most importantly in pain. You see Thois in his celestial form still lighted up as his wings are wrapped around you, his arms are wrapped around you, protecting you from the fall. What do you do?
I'm sorry about earlier, Thois. I was just trying to understand. No one was explaining it to me properly.
Has the wall gone down yet?
The wall is down. Thois is now embracing Scarlet.
Alright, let's knock the shit out of her!
Yeah, bro, I run up and just sucker punch.
Thois is protected by Kiara and Khaleesi.
I'm not punching
And guards.
Thois, I'm punching Scarlet.
But Thois
Thois is
Thois's
embracing
hands.
her.
Yeah.
So,
I
the answer is no, you can't do it. The answer is no, you cannot do it.
Oh.
I'm just going to walk up.
No, throw a bookshelf at him.
No.
And check on both of them.
Thois.
Okay, I go for a bear hug.
Okay.
Group hug.
Thois embraces you closer, puts his hand up on the backside of your head, and he just holds you. And he tells you again, we will get through this. you must not conform to the ways of the dark magic. I've seen too many good people die because of it. He looks at you, and he says, I don't want to lose you too. And you stare deeply into each other's eyes. And you see that he's sincere about it. You see the pain that he's had in his life. You see the scars. And you've seen the turmoil that he's been through in his life as you look into his eyes. And pretty soon you realize there's a different kind of appreciation and caringness that he shows towards you than any other person. What do you do?
I'm sorry, Thais. I shouldn't put you through that. I think it's time for me to face everybody else behind us. Well, behind me, because I have a feeling I'm gonna have to do a lot of explaining.
He looks at you again, and he kisses you upon your forehead. He said, know that I will always be with you.
You always are, Thois, even when I don't physically see you.
He opens his wings, and he releases you. His wings dissipate back inside of him. The lights are gone from his eyes as he breathes out a loud sigh and collapses to the floor. Kiara quickly running over to him, kneeling down, resting her head upon his hand, keeping him company and protecting him. Now, Scarlet, you see Khaleesi doing something very particular, or very, very unique. Khaleesi goes over to Thois on the other side of him and lays her head on his back, protecting him.
Oh, Khaleesi, you always loved being around Thois.
Guards quickly walk into the room where they saw the light. They quickly go over to Thois, and they start looking him over. And Scarlet, you are now faced the rest of the crew of the Order, staring at you.
Can we just
I just want to point out that
right now.
that half of us are having a side brawl while giving you a death glare.
We're just like punching each
Scarlet,
other.
come here. Let me give you a great big I'm not mad you almost blew up the castle hug.
I want to join in this group hug.
Ah, jeez. Ah, jeez.
I run it back off.
Zugar just
There's
sits
no
there,
running.
just staring you
He
down.
just looks away. He's like, I can't.
What's the
believe
matter? There's nothing but friendliness here.
Yeah.
You guys don't understand what I just went through now, do you? You think I was trying to kill you guys by intentionally doing a big bomb?
You nearly took out the entire city.
Wow.
Bro, bro,
And
I
you're
lost
ups- and
5
you
health because of
and
it.
you actually were more upset with Echo. What are you gonna do? Tie me up?
No, we're going to give you a hug.
No
Enough.
thanks.
Enough, Echo says. Pretty soon, from the sound, all of a sudden you hear this loud bam or banging noise behind you as the doors slam open to the Great Hall. And you hear with a deep voice as it echoes through the walls like a cathedral, a great massive cathedral. You hear from the walls, enough. Now is not the time to fight. And Echo tries to move forward towards Scarlet to try to embrace her, and this voice says again, enough. He looks over at you, Scarlet. And he goes, you need to stay with him. And he points over to Thois. And he looks over at the rest of you and he says, the rest of you, with me. Now. You start all walking up towards the wall where you guys were before. And you look out and you see across the town, across the battlefield, wagons and soldiers tending to the wounded, tending to the dead. And he says, these men laid their life down for you, and you're sitting here bickering about actions of one person. You're the Order. He looks at all of you with a stern look, with a voice. Start acting like it. And walks away.
I mean, the bad guys are gone, so who am I supposed to fight?
He's walked away from you. He's not able to hear you.
Tried to stop a death magic explosion, but whatever.
Yeah.
He's gone. He's gone from you guys.
Yeah,
but you know,
he had a really good singer when he left.
He pointed. He's pointing to the battlefield where there's hundreds of thousands of dead bodies and wounded people.
That was going to be there either way.
Yeah.
So Echo looks over at you guys and he goes, he has a point. The Order is put together to help, to preserve, to protect, to defend.
Which is why one of us going into dark arts is something we should have tried to stop.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. Let's go help. Echo walks over to the battlefield. She starts to run. What do the rest of you do?
Not in this, correct?
You are not in this, correct?
No, okay.
I'm going to say, we're still going to get our explanation on everything.
And you hear from the background, from the distance, we will in time.
And no more secrets this time.
I was gonna tell you guys eventually out of character, to be honest. You don't have to. No, like legitimately.
No, I know. I know. All right, so Miss Scarlet, we're gonna jump back to you. Is there anything else you guys want to do? Echo's wandering off to the battlefield. Are you following her?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get myself some plate mail.
Okay.
I'm also going to help out and see if I can scavenge any loot off the enemy corpses.
Okay. Anyone else? No?
We want
Okay.
to do journey. Okay.
Scarlet. You see before you somebody who's been with you for a while, for quite some time, who just risks his life penetrating dark magic, laying on the ground in front of you. And you saw his soul. You saw how he feels about you. You saw how he respects you and loves you and cares for you. And that he just risks his life to try to save you from the dark magic. Now laying on the ground in front of you. What do you do?
Voice, no. I should not have done this. Maybe I could heal him. Maybe that might help. Yeah, I'll do that. That sounds like a good idea. I hope.
Okay, is that what you want to try to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and heal
So
him.
you go over and you kneel down to him, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You reach your hand out. You start to touch his shoulder as you try to start your ritual of reversing the dark magic that's overcame him. And as you do that, you hear a simple song from before that you remember. One that Thoist helped the one that helped that Thoist used to help you find your way all those years ago. Start to play in your head in the background of who you are. And you remembered that he was the one that helped you get to this point. Get to play. And you start hearing in the shadows the song. And as you hear this playing in the background of your head, you see Thois's hand come up and lay on top of your hand. And his head roll over and look you in the eyes. And a sense of peace comes over him. And you hear a distant howl in the background. And do you remember, as a child, and through all these trials that you've been through, and all these times that you've been experiencing these thoughts and these things, there was one thing that was standing out, right? What was that? What was the one thing that was always pulling you out from these experiences?
Voice?
No, it was your parents.
Oh, that too. That was my next thing.
But you failed to notice, and it's starting to hit you now, that through these through these experiences that you went through, there was a light, and you always thought that was your parents' light that was doing that. Reality, it was Thois the whole time, in a celestial form, pulling you out of this darkness. So, as you do this, you start to make eye contact again with Thois. And it starts to hit you that Thois has been the one that's been there to help pull you out of these dark times. Thois has been the one that's always been there to help point you in the right light. Thois has been the one that's been the true guardian of the order. And he just grabs your hand and he just looks at you in the eyes. What do you do?
So it's been you the entire time preventing me. I understand now. I was trying to see if I could relate to Uncle Baron a little bit. Maybe if I joined the dark side, like dark magic, maybe I could, you know, maybe bring him back. I thought that was like the only way I could relate to him. I'm sorry for putting you through that. Or any of it in general. You don't deserve that. You deserve peace with your spirit, Thois. Not to... I mean, I still appreciate it, but... I feel like I'm just torturing you. Out of... I guess you could say out of my own ambitions, so to speak. How do you think they're going to react to all this?
Just be honest. Understand that they're going to have questions. Understand that they're going to have thoughts about you. But come willingly and openly. And accept what they have to say. Even if you don't like it. Scarlet, you're strong. You'll get through this. I know you will. I know you will. The guard looks up at you and he goes, Your Highness, we have to move him. Your throne already has your mother. She just arrived. They're treating the wounds. But we need to leave now to save him.
Okay. I apologize for stalling.
And as they pick him up, he continues to hold your hand and put him on a cart. Still holding your hand. They slowly start moving him away. You look down at his hand. The hand slowly moves out of yours as he's taken away. And that is where we're going to end our session for today. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I hope everyone enjoyed the content we brought to you. If you do like it, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. As always, I do appreciate everything that you guys have done for us. Stay tuned because we're gonna go right into our recap real quickly here on the stream. Once I can get some things figured out and queued in correctly, we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll get ready to go for that here in a second. As always, thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you on the recap here in just a second. See you soon.